Hi there. Absolutely joyful to be with you today. We're going to talk about young people. So I'm a developer. I love helping people reach their potential. And there's some fun ways to do that, some enriching, uplifting ways to do that. And one of them is by calling people by name. So when I have the opportunity at church, so my husband was in the bishopric, and so he was on the stand a lot. I had 8 children, and we sat in 2 rows so that I could keep track of the kids in front of me and the kids beside me. And we would sit right behind a row of young men that would help pass the sacrament so that I could be in eyesight of Dad, and Dad could kind of give them the eye a little bit too. But what I loved over the years was watching my children and these young men grow up, and all the good choices that they make, and the kindness I would see towards each other. And it wasn't always perfect, but it was just really, really good. A little while ago, I can remember it was time to sing a hymn, and 2 of those boys were just singing at the top of their lungs, and they came in too early on a second verse, and just together, and they just cracked up and laughed, and then they just kept singing, and it just brought joy to my heart to see these young people happy to sing, happy to serve. And this is a rough life. It's a rough time to be a teenager. It's a rough time to put up with, things going on in the world or in politics or whatever. And I truly believe that the children that are young people right now were saved to come down at this time. They are very special spirits, and they are going to do fantastic things. So back to knowing the names. So what I love is getting to know all their names. And sometimes young men, they don't really want to talk to some old lady, but every Sunday I'm like, hello there, Johnny. Hello there, Jack. I'm just saying their name and saying hi, and they have to, because they're, ignoring me would be really bad. So they're just like, hello. But I love that. I love knowing their names and saying their names. So that's just really important. So I love seeing them being willing to serve. And services, we'll talk more about that in another podcast, but service is such a great way for them to not think life is all about them. And it's just a joy to watch those young men serve and watch my children serve. Over the years, I know that helps develop who they are. My older children would help with my younger children. They would help in the family. We would help serve outside the family and community and at schools. So many wonderful spirits, these young people, and now they're parenting the very youngest coming up. So listening to these young people is going to be the difference. Listening to whatever's on their mind, asking questions, and listening. I didn't do enough of that all those years ago when I was a young mom. And so I just want to mention, I'm working on that. I'm trying to ask questions and listen and continue to uplift and strengthen these young people, because they have a lot to make it through in this world, and they're going to do great things and be our leaders. They're going to be amazing. Thanks for listening today. I hope you find ways to be absolutely joyful and feel some peace today.